I thought I would do a little list video of fragrances that are the best, that I think that are the best. As you may know, I am completely obsessed with fragrance. I have been for many, many years, and I just know a lot of fragrances, and I get like my friends coming to me saying like, what is the best fragrance I should try? And I have chosen like signature fragrances and recommended fragrances that have become their signature fragrances. And I just love doing that so much. So I thought I would come up with a little list and give you some of the best fragrances that I usually recommend to people. Subscribe if you love fragrance, if you want to hear more about stuff that I talk about here on this channel. I'm trying to do some more like fragrance videos, but I want to do more vlogs and maybe some like fashion stuff. So subscribe for videos like this and let me know what you would like to see also. Okay, let's start with this one because we can't waste any time on this one since it's getting discontinued very soon. So that's what I thought I need to tell them about this fragrance because it's getting discontinued. So it's YSL Manifesto. This fragrance, it's one of the best designer fragrances for me for women. It's a spicy oriental vanilla fragrance, and I love how it has got that Play-Doh scent similar to other fragrance that I'm going to talk about later. It's got that vanilla Play-Doh. I don't know if you've ever been obsessed with Play-Doh. The only reason I've been obsessed with Play-Doh when I was younger was the scent. I just couldn't get enough of it. It's just so good, and it's got that vanilla Play-Doh-iness in this. And it's a lovely, spicy, sexy fragrance that I could also wear, well, I would also wear on an everyday basis, especially autumn, winter, and maybe reserved for dates in the summer and springtime. But this is just a fragrance I don't get why they're discontinuing it. I just got myself a bottle because I can't live without it, and if you love it as much as I do, get your hands on it so you don't have to pay like a really high price later when it gets discontinued. Okay, next I'm going to show you a fragrance that, no joke, it's probably my husband's most favorite fragrance. When I wear it, it goes crazy. And it's funny because before I heard about these fragrances, maybe like just like people saying that about fragrances, but I never experienced it from my husband because he would rarely ever give me compliments on a fragrance. We've got very different fragrance noses, and for me to wear a fragrance and for him to compliment me, even notice a fragrance, it's a Farage. And this one, when he smelled it, he got crazy over it. It's Jusbox Cheeky Smile. This bottle is awesome, by the way. It glows in the dark. How cool. And it looks awesome on the vanity or whatever. Just love it. And it's like cotton floss. Is that cotton? Like, you know, those like you get at a fair. This like sweet, sugary, pillowy cloud that you eat. This is what it smells like to me, but with like transparent woodiness. It smells like silence, kind of like, I would say it smells like silence. It's a very odd smell if you have never smelled it before. It's similar to fragrances like Baccarat Rouge. They've got that transparent sweetness to it. It lasts forever. It's so strong. And my husband would describe it as extremely sexy. He goes crazy for it. And if I'm recommending a scent, like a sexy scent to any of my girlfriends, I would say Cheeky Smile. It does the trick, believe me. It's just crazy. And I know we don't all, like, I don't want to smell sexy all the time, but when you do, this is the fragrance for you. Okay, next, since I mentioned Baccarat Rouge, let's put Baccarat Rouge on this list. I do love the extrait version. I know it's a bit more expensive than the Eau de Parfum. The fragrance is crazy expensive, but it is what it is. It's a fragrance that is just a cult, like a holy grail fragrance in the fragrance world. It's so strong and long lasting. It smells like a hospital and a super sweet, like almondy, transparent candy floss. That's what it smells like to me. Crystallized sugar, burnt brown sugar, saffron. It smells amazing. It smells like, probably you have smelled a clone of it somewhere. There's nothing quite like the original. My husband's parents, they didn't even know, but they had a dupe for it in their fragrance collection, and I said, oh, this smells like Baccarat Rouge. But they've tried to copy it. They can't. It was just so flat and not very good. But what I can say, if you want a fragrance that is very, very similar to the Extrait version, but it's much cheaper, it's I would recommend Ula Rouge from Cristiano Sirano. This fragrance, the bottle is a bit much, but the fragrance itself, it's, I would say 80% similar. It's got a bit more of a clean smell, but if you don't want to spend that much on a Baccarat Rouge Extrait, you can try something like this, and it comes with a lipstick. Just an FYI. Another fragrance that has got my heart and I would highly recommend to anybody is, it's a sexy, vampy fragrance. It's got that Play-Doh that I've talked about before, Hypnotic Poison, Eau de Toilette, not Eau de Parfum, Eau de Parfum. I have heard so many people making the mistake of getting the Eau de Parfum thinking, oh, it's the same scent but stronger. It smells completely different to me, and it does smell completely, not only to me, it just, the fragrance notes are different. So the Eau de Toilette is the Play-Doh-y vanilla I just spat. Well done, Monica. Oh, this one is even more Play-Doh-y than Manifesto. It's vampy. I can smell mint in it, which is really like spearmint, like you're chewing gum and going to a date with this fragrance on, and you smell like fresh and vampy and sexy. It's a dark oriental vanilla that just smells so good. One of the fragrances that made me fall in love with fragrances, so check it out. You might just love it and be as obsessed as I am with it. This is just, so good. Next, tobacco collection, Rich Warm Addictive from Zara, actually. So a bit of a cheaper alternative for you guys who are looking for a cheaper fragrance. This is, like it says, Rich, Warm and Addictive, a tobacco syrupy vanilla fragrance. It reminds me a bit of Vanille Fatale from Tom Ford, if you have ever smelled that one. It's so syrupy, thick. It smells a bit like custard to me also. So it's super comforting. It lasts a decent amount of time. And it's one of those fragrances that, you know, it costs like £12. You can just get it and overspray it if you want to. It's excellent in the winter time. You'll smell just delicious. And if you love gourmand sweet fragrances, this one is just a winner on a budget. And next one I actually wanted to mention is actually Vanille Fatale from Tom Ford, which I don't own, but I will for sure, because the vanilla, if you are a fan of vanilla, but like a pure Madagascan, one of those words, vanilla, that fragrance, it's a bit coconutty, it's battery smooth vanilla. It is so luxurious smelling, because I hate those vanillas that smell cheap. I can't stand them. But the Tom Ford Vanille Fatale smells like femme fatale vanilla. It's excellent. It's so good. Next up, Thierry Mugler's Angel Muse Eau de Toilette. To me, the Eau de Toilette versions are much more wearable than the Eau de Parfums from Thierry Mugler usually. And this is a patchouli chocolate sweet bomb. This smells, it used to smell unique. It doesn't as much now because many people know it. But if you are not super into fragrances, when you smell this, out of all of these fragrances, you'll probably be shocked how different this one smells. It's really different. So if you're looking for a fragrance that really stands out, it's super loud, sweet. To me, I can smell like strawberries also here on the top. It's like strawberry, chocolate, patchouli fragrance. It's got oomph, it's got loads of character, especially for somebody who's like super confident and wants to show it. Like, this is such a fun fragrance. I would wear it out for sure. This is like my playful, I'm here to like have fun fragrance. It's just such a good fragrance in the designer sphere. Let's go back to the niche, well, back forward to the niche fragrance that also is another one of my husband's favorites, also my favorites. And surprisingly, we took it to Norway to visit my husband's parents, and even his dad was obsessed with it. And what he said, that this fragrance smells like a wife material. Like, he would like his wife to smell like it. So his wife was obviously like, what do you mean? I want to smell this fragrance. So this fragrance is Gris Charnel from BDK. Guys, this fragrance is a classy, like wife material in a bottle. It's unique smelling. It smells so poised, like a woman who knows her worth. She's just like groomed to perfection. She's like the ideal woman, you know. This is what this fragrance smells like. It smells coconutty. It smells of figs. It smells of sandalwood. It's very smooth, elegant. I can't imagine anybody hating this fragrance. It's just delicate but quietly powerful. This fragrance, you just have to try it and make up your own mind. But my husband loves it. Any man that I've shown it to loves it. But it's not like a sexy fragrance, you know.
You were talking about the best fragrance. I just walked into the room and I know.
That's my husband. I'm saying that it's like, because some fragrances you wear for men, some fragrances you wear for yourself, but this one you do both, because it's not like a sexy fragrance, but it is sexy because it's
You wearing anything now?
No, it's so ladylike.
Oh my lord.
It's so good.
It's the best, number one fragrance for me, for women. Amazing.
See, next one, I've got this bottle, but I'm not going to talk about this fragrance. I want to recommend to you guys, it's not the C Passione version, it's the C Intense, the one in the black bottle. That one to me is the best out of the whole line. So if you love like blackberry fragrances that are just designer smelling, but like perfect for work, perfect for everyday, like no brainer, smells amazing, then, and if you want the best from the line, I would say C Intense is the best one. It smells, it's got some depth to it, because the transparent bottles, to me, they don't have enough depth. They're just too airy-fairy, especially for this season, like colder fall, winter time. You just want something with a bit more substance. And that one, the fragrance is just grounded to perfection, and it smells more expensive than every other options out there of C. To me, personally, I like this one too, but not as much as C Intense. That one is just the holy grail for me. And lastly, by the way, give a thumbs up if you love videos like this, is Delena. Whichever Delena you choose, they're all slightly different. Delena by Parfums De Marly. This fragrance is copied so much because it's just amazing and it gets you compliments. Similar to Gris Chanel, it's a fragrance that smells girly, but men find really attractive. Women love it. It's just like a daytime fragrance that you can wear on a date too, because men will absolutely love it. It's just like pony of all tricks, or however you say it. It's one of those fragrances. And I remember somebody said in my comments, oh, it's boring, you always talk about Delena. but a girl can have only so many favorites, and I stand by my favorites, and favorites like best friends, they don't change like every week. So Delina, I still recommend it. I've got the La Rosee. I would like the original Delina or the exclusive. Also, I love them all. I would say La Rosee is the least sweet and very watery rose fragrance, and Delina, I would prefer to wear it, actually Delina, not Delina La Rosee, like now, because it's got a bit more like stickiness to it, to stick to the skin and to last a bit longer. But if you are thinking, I love Delina, but I can't justify spending so much money on a fragrance, I don't know how I never thought about this before, but recently we were flying somewhere and I applied YSL Mon Paris Eau de Parfum on me. And I was like, this is really good. It reminds me of something. And I was thinking, oh, Delina. It reminds me of Delina actually quite a lot. And it's a beautiful fragrance. And I decided to test this theory because my husband loves Delina. I was like, I wonder if he'll say something about it. And he complimented me on a fragrance. So, it had to be good because my husband, his choice of fragrances is not always my choice of fragrances. He's like, what is this? What is this you're wearing? It smells beautiful. So it has a similar character, a very similar character to Delina. And I bet it will be just as compliment getting for you. So get yourself that one if you prefer. And maybe try with some of the other flankers because they have got so many now. I don't remember off the top of my head all the ones, but the Eau de Parfum smells really similar to Delina and it's just amazing. So I would highly recommend that one. I'll link all the fragrances down below for you guys. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see on this channel. I would love to chat with you a bit more and maybe do some vlogs and stuff. Subscribe for more videos and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.